So today's how to build is about these two green robots, but while I'm at it, I figured I'd also do some other things from the Pro Green commercial, like this green tentacle monster, this little garden gnome, and this little power thing. So start off with one of these sconce pieces, and then put two cones on it. Flip it upside down, get one of these leafy pieces for some nice little tappy arms. Then I've got this cool 1x3 brick that has some printing on it, which makes a nice little robot head. You could also use like the radio brick or whatever you got, and this doesn't have to be green if you want your robot to be in a different color. This robot, I'm starting out with this octagonal sort of cone. In the center here, we've got, take all this off. This is a 1x1 brick with two holes in the side, which I've put a lightsaber blade through. It's a little hard to pull it out, so I'm not going to do that right now, but you can understand how I got it through there. Then I've got this green flag piece, which I had a bunch of, that I'm using for the arms, because I like the sort of waviness in the two little finger prongs there. And then for the head, I've used a couple green headlight bricks. Yes, so I do have green headlight bricks. These are the ones that would have been in Soccersaurus, but they were being used here instead. So two of them, put one on its back like that, so that you get two holes in the front and two studs in the back and a hole in the bottom and a stud on top. You can stick that on like here. On the front, I'm going to give him a little trans green 1x1 eye. I had this printed green tile that's 1x1 to put on the back of his head. And then just going to put this 1x2 cheese grater piece on the back to fill him out a bit. Yeah. So in the same room as those guys is this little power doohickey in the back, which I later used as part of the Svelte campus. So if you watch that video, you've already seen me do this. This is a stool, another sconce. On here is a cone and a jewel. And then I've just tucked a couple 1x1 rounds in there and then stuck the sconce in the stool. The garden gnome I thought was pretty cool. So the main part is a Technic brick, the hole through it. Then I've taken some minifigure hands, and those can stick inside the holes of the brick, and then they become little arms, and they can, point in different directions depending on whether your gnome is waving or sad or whatever. The foot, I've got this little black tooth piece, 1x1, not easy to see. It's a 1x1 plate with like the tooth sticking off. I put a 1x1 round because when he's sticking on the ground, you need him to stay off a little bit. His head is a 1x1 round plate in yellow and a red cone on top of that. And I think it's a pretty cool little dude. So you have to be careful with his arms. And then Tentacle monster. So again, we'll start down here with a 2x2 plate and then do a bunch of stuff on top of that. So we'll do a cylinder there, sconce piece, and I had a bunch of these green tentacles. Don't know where they came from, but probably got them off Bricklink. Stick that in the back, and then this cool flower piece. Stick a 1x1 lime green stud on there for the eye. And then the other tentacles are just 1x1 cylinders with the tentacle stuck in. And the front tentacle I made a little taller just so it's got some different sized arms. I think that dude is pretty cool.